All right, good morning. I'm going to read these two verses and just talk through them for a minute. It says, this is Proverbs 17, by the way, 27 and 28. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. So, do you know sometimes there are some things that have to be said? And there are some times when there are things that don't have to be said, right? He that hath knowledge spareth his words. Someone who has knowledge, whether regarding the situation or regarding the subject in general, sometimes it's best that they stay quiet first and allow themselves to listen, right? I know we've all heard it, I'm sure, that we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth. That way we should listen twice as much than we speak. Well, he that hath knowledge spareth his words. So it's wise when something has to be said to take the time to listen first. And if something doesn't have to say, it's wise to just let your words, to spare your words, to not have much to say. A man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. So that word excellent is like this highly valuable, right, spirit, this full of virtuous spirit. It's of great worth. And those who have understanding, their spirit ought to be of great worth. They ought to know when is a good time for me to speak, when is a good time for me not to speak. Because again, this isn't just to say be quiet in your wise. Remember, it says that even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted as wise. And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed as a man of understanding. He didn't say that he actually was wise. It didn't say that he actually had understanding. It said he was counted and esteemed simply because he didn't speak up or speak out and make a fool of himself, or talk on things that they don't have any knowledge of, right? Again, sometimes something needs to be addressed. And how do we address it? How do we know what should and shouldn't be? Well, first of all, start quietly, spare your words first. Take the time to listen before you ever speak. And be in prayer constantly. Lord, I need to speak this in love and truth, right? The Bible tells us to speak in love and truth, mercy and truth, right? He didn't say don't say nothing at all. We are told to, at times, rebuke and reprove and say things. Even the Spirit prompts us to say things, and not everything we have to say is an easy say. But we can do it with meekness. We can do it in a spirit of humility, with an excellent spirit. We can do it by being understanding of that other person first, right? Putting ourselves in their shoes and in their situation, realizing that we're, not to be mindful that we could also be tempted with the same things, lest we fall into the same temptation. If we have never gone through something, then maybe we ought not to have a lot to say about it, except for Scripture, right? There's a time to say things, and there's a time not to. And nonetheless, he that hath knowledge spareth his words. He's quiet and listens first and more. And a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. So, and if you don't know what to say, or don't have anything to say, or are not being led of the Spirit, but the flesh, then again, hold your peace so you can be counted wise, right? Shut your lips so that you can be esteemed a man of understanding. There may be a better time to say it, right? Timing is always important. The place is always important. The spirit is always important. And having understanding is always important. Anyways, take that with you. Let it help you. I know I need it. Be blessed.